again cling to that 3-point lead as we approach the 1-minute mark. Kurt Thomas. Duncan. 9 on the shot clock. Tim. Oh, cleared out by Artest, and he comes up with a loose one. Brooks. Yao Ming. One-point Spurs lead. 42 seconds to go.
It's that pesky Brooks again. Even though he doesn't score the basket, his penetration allows Yao Ming to sneak in there for that follow-up dunk.
Parker, step back jumper, just does rim out. Rockets will call a timeout. Houston on an 8-2 run with the ball, a chance to take the lead, and 28 seconds to go. And here's a look at how they call back within one. Yao with the follow slam.
Well, the last 4 points really for the Rockets to come off Brooks' penetration. I mean, Yao Ming's there to follow up that one. The possession before that, it was Scola sneaking in there for an offensive rebound off a Brooks miss.
And the Rockets get it right back again, 86-85.
You can really see, Bill, how it was a gutsy call by the Houston Rockets to trade Rafer Alston and allow Brooks to become the starter. And he's really done a terrific job tonight. Maybe his numbers aren't that sensational, but the way that he's able to penetrate the basketball, create a lot of havoc, and allow other guys to really flourish has been a big advantage for the Rockets.
I want to remind you to stop by any San Antonio area McDonald's to purchase your 2009 Spurs Bruce Bowen Cup. 5% of the proceeds will be donated to the San Antonio area Ronald McDonald House Charities. So the Spurs were 23 on the shot clock. 5 seconds differential, game clock, shot clock, and the Rockets bringing it up here. See where they come back with Battier, as well as Artest, Scola, Yao Ming, and Brooks, of course. The Rockets with the basketball.
We've got to switch everything right now, and I don't know how the Spurs are going to play Yao Ming or Ron Artest in the low block. It seemed to me that they probably have to come over and double and then get out of the rotations as quickly as you can. You have Battier, Artest out there on the perimeter. And of course, Scola's always working.
Kurt Thomas signaling wanting to know something defensively. He's got Scola now. They get it back in the hands of Brooks. Pick and roll with Yao. Brooks. Hit underneath the glass. Spurs get it back. 16 seconds and a foul. Rockets, one shot clock to work with there defensively. Have to foul. And the Spurs will go to the free throw line.
And I love that shot there by Brooks. If you're a Spurs fan, you like the little guy trying to create. He just over-penetrates. He gets too far underneath the basket, and at that point, that's where experience kicks in. When he gets to this point right here, he's got to realize he's too far underneath the basket. He's not going to trick Tim Duncan once again. Continue their dribble, keep it alive along the baseline. That's just a mistake by a young player.
Tony Parker hits the first. 2-point lead. Parker with 27. 4 rebounds, 8 assists for Tony. He hits the second, and he is now 8 of 9 for the free throw line. And the Spurs have a 3-point lead with 14.5 seconds to go. And a timeout called here. Timeouts remaining. The Spurs have 2. The Rockets have 1 left.
Well, pretty simple here. If you're the Rockets, they're probably going to go for a 3-ball. They have to. Not a whole lot of time left. If they score the basketball, a 2, they're forced to foul again, and you turn into a free throw shooting contest. Eventually, you're going to have to go for the 3-ball.
You get in this situation, just you as a fan / coaching from your armchair, do you like to foul here and make a team go to the line, or just play it straight, defend, and don't give up the 3?
I'd like to play it straight.
Yeah.
I think Pop is going to want to play it straight too, unless you have a foul to give, but you don't within the last 2 minutes of the ball game. So you just rely on your defense to try to get a stop. You never want to send a team to the free throw line.
Too many things can happen in my book.
exactly. That's
especially at this level.
Especially at this level. And that's how you rally. Really, the staple for a rally is knocking down your free throws.
Well, they bring on Brent Berry. Keep your eye on him.
Just cover up the three-point line, whatever you do.
Artest, the open three. No, rebound. Parker on the deck. He's got it. A tie-up with 6.5 seconds. Tony Parker, and is it Battier? Tony, I think, is saying, hey, I had possession and screaming timeout. And you ought to be looking for it.
You mean all of Bruce Bowen earlier this year? That's a tough three ball there. You talk about throwing fakes and then throwing the shot up. You don't quite have your legs and your rhythm underneath you. Tony coming down with a huge rebound, but can't get that timeout called.
So Battier should get the jump. He's got Artest and Berry.
Just cover up that three-point line and don't foul.
6.6 to go. Spurs by 3. Here's Artest. Timeout. Timeout Rockets. They're done with timeouts now. 4.2 to go. And let me stand corrected. The Spurs still have 3 timeouts remaining. So when they come out of this, if they see something they don't like on the out of bounds, they can call one.
Well, his teammate saved him that time. Ron Artest was trying to get a shot up.
Yeah.
And really it was Brent Berry and I think Brooks who called timeout there and saved the day for the Rockets.
Well, Brent Berry on the floor for more than his three-point shooting. One of the smarter players around at recognizing those situations. So with 4.2 remaining, Rockets down 3 with the basketball, no timeouts remaining, and the Spurs with 3, and we'll see if the Rockets come back with the same lineup as they will. Battier, Brooks, Berry, Artest, and Yao Ming.
And always watch the inbounder as well. Not like Brooks can inbound the ball and get the pass right back, but more likely it's going to Battier or Brent Berry for the 3.
Bruce Bowen in the game here to try to defend. George Hill, Ime Udoka, Tony guarding the inbounds. Brooks gets it right back, nearly bobbled it, fires. Berry running out to the line, not in time. Spurs win in typical Spurs Rocket fashion. 88-85 in a thriller here in Houston. Oh, what a contest.
There's a great switch, I believe it was between George Hill and Ime Udoka. And they just switched it off down the line, and there was nowhere for the Rockets to go.
And the Spurs with an 88-85 victory.
This terrific job on the perimeter, covering up the three-point line. And that's just a terrific job communicating during that timeout in the huddle. Really, all the guys in black that come down know exactly what they're doing here. You watch, that's Brent Berry there. He's going to come off the screen, but I believe George Hill, he's the guy on the end. He picks up Brent Berry, and Ime Udoka picks up the next man here. There you see Brent Berry go off. George Hill picks him up, or Bruce Bowen, excuse me, picks him up. And that's just great communication.
Wow, what a big play, because you never know. And Brooks had a very contested 3, and by the time Berry got the loose one, there was not enough time to get it back out to the arc. Incredible defensive play by the Spurs, and they get a victory here. The Spurs have brought home another W, and each month Whataburger and the Spurs be giving away a pair of Spurs tickets and Whataburger delivered to your seats. Simply log on to Spurs.com and enter the promo code WHATAWIN to register for your chance to bring home the W. One lucky Spurs fan will bring home the ultimate W by winning Whataburger for a year, 4 tickets to a game, and a Spurs jersey. Log on to Spurs.com for more details. 88-85 Spurs on a 28-point performance from Tony Parker, 17 from Michael Finley, 15 Duncan, 13 for Gooden. That is our final score.